So there is this hidden tax that you are paying basically almost every single month.
Hmm.
And it's not inflation. It's not an income tax either. It is the friction of modern online shopping.
Yeah, that friction is very real.
Right. I mean, it's the return shipping fees you just end up swallowing. It's those clothes sitting in the back of your closet with the tags literally still on them.
Oh, absolutely.
And, it's those late night impulse buys, the ones that looked amazing on that targeted ad, but just look terrible in your bathroom mirror.
It's a massive drain. Honestly, it's a drain on resources, both mental and financial.
Yeah.
And the scale of this problem has fundamentally changed how we have to approach the simple act of just getting dressed in the morning.
Which brings us to our focus for today's deep dive. Because when you hear the phrase personal shopper, there is immediately this very specific image that pops into your head.
Oh, for sure. The rodeo drive trope.
Exactly. It's someone trailing behind a celebrity holding like 12 different designer shopping bags. It's this trope of extreme wealth, something for people who have assistants for their assistants.
Right, but that's not the reality anymore.
No, not at all. We are looking at a fascinating stack of source material today. It's this massive document titled simply personalshoppers.docs, and it proves that old image is completely dead. We are taking a critical look at how you, the listener, and really all of us, are acquiring our clothes right now in the year 2026.
And this document is uniquely comprehensive. I mean, it doesn't just look at fashion. It analyzes consumer psychology. It even dives into the gritty mechanics of how this shift is being marketed. It breaks down YouTube strategy concepts, high click-through rate title ideas like how personal shoppers save you time and money.
Oh, and the algorithm tags, too.
Right. Specific tags like #MasterSteveMine. It really covers all the bases.
Okay, let's unpack this. The core premise driving all of this is that the sheer, unadulterated volume of choices available on the internet has actually, it's kind of broken our ability to shop.
Yeah, it really is.
So the service of a personal shopper has morphed from this red carpet luxury into a daily life hack, just for the average person who wants to stop leaking money and energy.
That framing is crucial. Modern shopping is no longer just about acquiring a piece of fabric to cover your body. You are stepping into this incredibly complex, highly saturated ecosystem.
Wow, yeah. An ecosystem.
Exactly. Every time you open a browser, you are instantly bombarded by thousands of algorithms. And their sole purpose is to convert your attention into a transaction.
Just constantly pulling at you.
Right. And the result of navigating that ecosystem isn't better personal style. The result is profound decision fatigue. So this material redefines the personal shopper as a practical lifestyle tool, one designed to solve this very specific modern crisis of choice.
Before we get into the mechanics of how they solve it, I want to linger on that crisis for a second, because the data we're looking at contrasts traditional shopping with the personal shopper model. And it pins the traditional method to massive time waste and just terrible outfit coordination. It immediately made me think about how we all watch TV now.
Oh, the streaming problem.
Yes. You sit down, you open up your streaming app, and you just scroll.
Just endless scrolling.
You spend 45 minutes reading descriptions and watching trailers. And by the time you actually pick a movie, you're like too exhausted to even watch it. The classic Netflix scroll.
It's so true.
I realized recently I was doing the exact same thing with clothes. I'll have 15 tabs open trying to find a basic black t-shirt, completely paralyzed because there are 10,000 identical options.
And take that a step further, because the cognitive load required to parse those 15 tabs is immense. You aren't just looking at the color black.
Right.
Your brain is simultaneously filtering by price, it's analyzing the fabric blend, checking the shipping time.
Oh, and the reviews?
Yeah, exactly. You're trying to decipher if the customer reviews are real or generated by bots. You are performing complex data analysis just to buy a shirt. It actively drains your daily mental energy.
I feel that in my bones. So my initial thought was that a personal shopper is basically just a human algorithm. Are they just stepping in to do the filtering so our brains don't crash from having too many tabs open?
What's fascinating here is that viewing them purely as a filter drastically undersells their value.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes, they eliminate the noise, but they do it with a deeply human level of context. I mean, think about how a digital algorithm works. It shows you a jacket because a million other people clicked on it, or because you lingered on a similar photo for 3 seconds.
Right. It's just raw data.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But a trained style consultant recommends a jacket because they have analyzed your specific body architecture. They understand the dress code of your workplace.
Ah, I
They
see.
know you take public transit and need something water-resistant. They aren't just reducing the volume of options, they are curating hyper-relevance.
That distinction makes a lot of sense. An algorithm optimizes for the sale, but a personal shopper optimizes for the wearer.
Perfectly said.
And if the primary symptom of this modern shopping disease is the endless scroll, the cure is obviously getting our time back. But how does that actually play out in practice? The data suggests it comes down to rapid execution.
Yes, efficiency is key.
Right, so by the time options are presented to you, they are already pre-vetted.
Exactly. The curation process is entirely hidden from you. The stylist possesses the institutional knowledge of the whole fashion ecosystem. They already know which retailers have notorious shipping delays.
Oh, that's huge.
Right. They know which brands run a full-size small. They know the supply chain reality of what is actually in stock versus what is back-ordered.
So they're navigating all the potholes for you.
Yeah, and because they navigate that landscape every day, the execution phase for you drops from hours of browsing to mere minutes of just, approving their selections.
Here's where it gets really interesting. The concept of seasonal wardrobe planning. This is the mechanism that really shifted my perspective.
It's a game changer.
I picture it like meal prepping, but for your closet.
Hmm.
If you don't meal prep, you get to Wednesday night, you're starving, you panic, and you order an overpriced pizza.
We've all been there.
Right. And the clothing equivalent is waking up, realizing the temperature dropped 20 degrees overnight, and scrambling. You panic, buy a winter coat on the day of the first freeze.
Which is always a mistake.
Always. You end up paying a premium for expedited shipping, and you settle for a coat you only sort of like because it was literally the only thing left in your size.
Exactly.
But if you were using this service, that November coat was sourced, fitted, and hanging in your closet back in September.
It's the transition from a reactive lifestyle to a completely proactive one. And if we look at the underlying psychology here, it's about preserving cognitive bandwidth. The consumer's adopting this, whether they are busy professionals trying to climb the corporate ladder, digital creators, or parents just trying to keep a household from catching fire, they're realizing their energy is finite.
Right. You only have so much brain power in a day.
Exactly. When you outsource the logistical friction of clothing yourself, you reclaim that bandwidth. You don't carry the mental burden of remembering to update your winter wardrobe. The system anticipates it and handles it.
I am completely sold on the time-saving element. You hire someone to do a task, you don't have to do the task, you get your Tuesday night back. It's easy math.
Right.
But the source material makes a much bolder, almost counterintuitive claim. It insists that hiring a paid personal shopper actually decreases your overall costs.
It does sound surprising.
Yeah, I have to push back on this. Usually the more middlemen you involve in a transaction, the more expensive the final product gets. Wait, how on earth does paying a consultant save you money?
It sounds like a paradox, absolutely. But when you break down the actual mechanics of modern consumer spending, the savings come from plugging the hidden leaks in our bank accounts.
What kind of leaks? Like, wait, do people really lose that much money on this stuff?
Oh, you'd be shocked. The biggest one is the friction of the return process. It acts as a massive hitting tax. Think about a typical online purchase. You buy 3 sizes of the same pair of pants, hoping one fits.
Oh, no, I know where this is going.
Right. They arrive, none fit perfectly. But you throw them in the back of your closet and tell yourself you'll swing by the post office on Saturday to return the other 2.
And Saturday comes and goes.
Exactly. A month later, the return window officially closes.
Yeah.
You have just burned a couple $100s on clothes you will literally never wear simply because you were too busy to stand in line at the post office.
Ouch. Yes. That is painfully accurate. I have a graveyard of well-intentioned returns in my trunk right now.
Most people do.
So the personal shopper eliminates that error rate on the front end by knowing your exact measurements and how specific brands cut their fabric. You just never have to make the return in the first place.
Precisely. You aren't guessing. But the even larger financial leak they plug is impulse buying. The data points heavily toward the implementation of a capsule wardrobe.
I want to challenge this idea of the capsule wardrobe, though.
Okay.
Because the strategy is to invest in highly versatile mix-and-match pieces rather than buying dozens of disparate items.
Right.
But building a capsule wardrobe means you're inherently buying fewer items overall.
Right.
And that goes completely against the fast fashion culture we've been conditioned to accept since the early 2010s. I mean, we are constantly taught to buy a brand new cheap outfit for every single minor occasion. A different outfit for a Friday dinner, a different one for a Sunday brunch.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, that fast fashion conditioning
Mm-hmm.
is exactly why this service provides a positive financial return.
Mm-hmm.
Emotional buying is the root of almost all budget busting.
Oh, for sure.
You are scrolling at midnight, you get a quick dopamine hit from seeing a neon green jacket on a social media feed, you buy it, you wear it exactly once to a party.
And then it sits in your closet forever.
Yes, because it doesn't match anything else you own.
It's the sartorial equivalent of buying a jet ski you take out once a year.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The personal shopper acts as an objective, rational, financial guardrail against those dopamine hits. They don't have the emotional impulse attached to the neon jacket.
They're completely detached. Right.
Right. They look at your wardrobe holistically as a data set. They step in and say, instead of buying 5 cheap shirts you'll wear twice before they fall apart, let's redirect those funds.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to buy 2 high-quality shirts that seamlessly pair with the 5 pairs of pants you already own.
So they are shifting you from a model of constant, cheap, disposable consumption to a model of strategic investment. 10 pieces of clothing that can be combined to make 30 different outfits.
And that budget optimization is the true ROI, the return on investment. You spend a little capital up front to have an expert guide the architecture of your closet, and in return, you stop hemorrhaging money on micro-purchases that don't add any functional value to your life.
Which brings us to the most 2026 aspect of this entire deep dive.
Yes, the tech.
Right. Humans are great at creating these capsule wardrobes. A good stylist provides that objective guardrail. But we are firmly in an era where this service has evolved far beyond just sitting in a room with a human consultant holding fabric swatches.
Way beyond that.
We have to talk about the tech revolution happening here. The documents highlight a platform called Apparelizer, and it really changes the game.
Apparelizer is the perfect case study for where the industry actually operates today. It represents the complete hybridization of personal styling, merging human intuition with massive computational power.
When I was reading about the mechanics of how Apparelizer works, it felt like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It really does.
It combines deep fashion analytics, global trend forecasting, and smart wardrobe planning tools. We are talking about virtual try-ons that map the drape of a fabric to your specific body scan and AI outfit suggestions based on what's clean in your closet.
It's incredible.
So I have to ask a very direct, slightly amusing question about how deep this goes. If this platform combines global trend forecasting with my highly specific personal data, will my digital wardrobe assistant know I need a new lightweight suit for a destination wedding before I even get the physical invitation?
Well, it might not predict the specific wedding itself,
Okay, good.
but it will absolutely recognize the aggregate patterns in your lifestyle and environmental trends to anticipate the need.
Great, how so? Walk me through the mechanism of that.
So the AI isn't just looking at clothes, it's looking at context. It might flag that based on your travel history over the last 3 years and the upcoming summer season climate models, your formal wear options for humid environments are severely lacking. Simultaneously, its web-scraping tools will alert it that a preferred brand of yours has a rare, unadvertised sale on linen suits in your exact size.
That is wild.
The platform synthesizes those data points and prompts your human stylist, who then reviews it and pushes the recommendation to your phone. It anticipates the gap in your wardrobe before you ever feel the stress of trying to pack a suitcase.
It's like having a fiduciary financial advisor, but instead of constantly rebalancing your stock portfolio based on market volatility, they're rebalancing your closet based on seasonal trends and your personal risk tolerance for bold fashion.
That is an incredibly accurate metaphor, and this raises an important question about accessibility.
How so?
Historically, the level of human expertise required to manually track all of those data points, your sizes, brand inventory, seasonal shifts, was incredibly labor-intensive.
Which is why it was so expensive.
Right. Technology like